Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Westerhoff, Senior Executive Director with 31, and I thought I would share with you what I do to send out catalogs. So it's the beginning of our Spring-Summer 2017 catalog season. This is the beautiful cover, and I'm getting ready to send out another group of catalogs. So one tip for you about sending out catalogs is only send out as many as you could follow up with at a time. So if you have 100 customers and it's going to take you like a week to follow up with 10 of them or 20 of them, send them in batches so that you can follow up in a timely manner with all of them. And not, get overwhelmed, because you're going to take the time to send out the 100 catalogs, and then you also need to factor in the time that you have to do the other parts of your business, like your parties and your bookings and hostess coaching, but you also have a life. So you might send those out, and then before you know it, it's 2 months later and you haven't followed up to check on your people about the catalog, and they've already recycled it. Hopefully they keep it for the whole catalog season, but sometimes people don't like catalogs sitting around their house. So if you follow up with them sooner than later, then you have a better chance of getting to be able to serve them in some way, whether it be getting an order from them or booking a party with them, or perhaps they want to join your team. Okay, so I thought I would tell you what I do when I send out my catalogs. And if you've already sent out yours, or if you have a system that works for you, that's great. I'm just going to tell you what I do in case you don't have a system, or in case maybe there's something that I do that you'd like to incorporate into your business. Okay, so obviously this is a catalog. Number one thing you want to do with catalogs is to put a label on it, or your information on it somewhere. I don't recommend writing it on it. I think that, if that's all you can do, then do that versus nothing. But if you invest in some catalog labels, these are pretty cheap. I think I might have got $250 for like $10. I don't know. They're not that expensive. But these are the Avery number 5163. I got them at Office Max, and I just printed them at home. I made the label with my Word document, but you can also just go to avery.com/templates and use that template number 5163. It's the label number. I don't know why my phone isn't focusing very well. And then just create your own. So you can add an image. You don't have to, but they say that when something has someone's picture on it, they're less apt to throw it away. And then if I met someone out and about, or at a party, or if I'm sending it to a previous customer and they see my face, they might go, oh yeah, I remember her. She was the consultant for Tammy's party or whatever. So that's why I've added a photo on mine, just to make it a little bit more personal. Okay, so that's what I put on mine. I put number, my website, email, and then I also put my Facebook group on there. In case they want to find me on Facebook, they can just go ahead and join my group. So that's my label. Now I'm going to tell you about where I put it and why. So I put it on the back of the catalog. Here's a plain one. And I want to show you what it says right here. So get that to focus in. So this is some fine print. It also has the 31 address, phone number, and website. So if I am purchasing these catalogs, and some of them I earned through the K group, and I hope you did too, but I am investing in sending these out with a stamp and whatnot, I want them to call me. I don't want them to call 31. So they might be like, oh, I love this catalog. Okay, I'll go to 31gifts.com. Even though my information might be somewhere over here or on the front, what if they miss it and they go to 31gifts.com? They're going to fill up their cart, and they're going to be asked to pick a consultant or find my consultant. They might be able to find me, but I don't want to put that risk out there. I want them to be able to go to my website right away and shop with me. So what happens when they go to 31 Gifts and they say find a consultant instead of find my consultant? We have a lead pool that consultants qualify for, and then that person gets an email, or they just get put on that person's website, and then they finish their order and that person gets the order, and they didn't do anything to receive it. It's nice. I mean, I've received those types of orders when someone doesn't have a consultant, not necessarily in this scenario where they have someone else's catalog, but just in general. So, but if they really intended to shop with me, they're using my catalog, I want them to be able to easily find me. So I just stick my sticker right over all of that fine print. So that might be illegal because there's some important information on there, but I've read it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what it says. So if someone, I don't think you get in trouble for that. The other thing, I want this to be shown because then they can see that this catalog started in February, but it's also going to go to the end of July. So hopefully they won't throw it away. They'll say, oh, this is going to be my catalog for this whole 6-month period, or from the time that they get it to the end of July. Okay, so that is labels. Always label it. The reason why, like you might think, oh, I'm just going to grab a catalog and give it to my Aunt Sally, and she'll obviously order from me. I mean, I'm her niece. But what happens if Aunt Sally puts it in her purse and she's sitting at the salon and getting her hair done looking at it, and someone says, oh my gosh, is that a 31 catalog, or what do you have there? And she says, oh, you know, my niece is a consultant. Here's the catalog. I can get another one from her. And she passes it off. It doesn't have your information on it because you're thinking, oh, the only person that's going to look at it is Aunt Sally. Well, she passed it along. You want her hairstylist or someone else in the salon to be able to pick that catalog up and see that someone, some consultant gave it out and clearly is marketing her business, and hopefully will contact you and, you know, book a party or become a consultant or make a purchase with you. Okay, so I don't just send out the catalog. I also include a letter in there. I don't type one up new every time. I have this form letter in color with some color font and pictures and all my information on it. Remember, I said you always want to have your information on your stuff, anything you send out. But then I also have taken and written in my own handwriting their name. You know, a greeting in their name, and then I also will add something down at the bottom. This is kind of plain, but I might say, you know, to someone else, like, you know, maybe they liked the happy dots before, the paparazzi dot. Maybe I might say, you have to let me know what you think of the go dots. I know how much you love paparazzi dot, or I know how much you love bright colors. Candy Corners is going to be super popular. What do you think? Or, you know, whatever it is, or you love jewelry. I love our new jewelry. I want to know what you think, or something that separates you from the other guy, that you remember what they like and can make it personal. Or it doesn't even have to be about 31. You could say, you know, I hope you had a great vacation in Mexico. Like maybe you saw them on Facebook that they went to Mexico. So you can add something like that to make it personal. Because this is cute, but it's not personal. This part is where you can get personal, and that's what will differentiate you from anybody else, any other direct sellers, and any other 31 consultants. Okay, so what I do with that is I actually have this, and it's printed on both sides, and I put their address on the front with my return address, and then I use these clear cellophane envelopes. Here they have a self-sealing strip. I don't know if you can even see that. I just rip that off, fold it, and stick it. But I put it like this. I will put it like this and put it in the envelope so that on the other side they can see my information, because you never know who's going to be handling that mail. Maybe the postal carrier sees it and she or he might think, that's pretty cool stuff. I'm going to write down her name and address, or name and website, whatever it is, so that they can get their own. I mean, that hasn't happened, but this looks pretty on the other side coming in, and it's really impressive when it comes through to the, you know, person's mail. But it also kind of looks like another ad. Maybe the spouse is just going to be like, oh, it looks like Kohl's, or oh, it looks like I don't know, some department store, I'm going to toss it. But this kind of looks more like, oh, that's from a person, so they might not throw it away. So that's why I do that, and also why I cover that sticker up right here, or I cover this address right here, because 31 has said that they've had these plastic PVC, whatever, cellophane envelopes come to the home office. I mean, I don't know how the post office confuses that with that, but I guess it's happened. Maybe if it's on one side and they're just looking for the address, they're not going to flip it over. So what it looks like when it's complete, and they're going to get it just like this in the mail. Looks like that. Looks like that on the other side. So this is what they're getting in the mail. Okay, and then you also want to make sure you put the stamp on the outside, not on the paper before you put it in, but on the outside so they can redeem it, or I don't know what it's called when they put the stamp on that. I think they don't even do that. I think maybe that barcode on this one just gets validated or invalidated. I don't know. But you want to make sure it's on the outside. One, because if they are scanning this, you don't want the reflection. You can see how shiny it is to not, I don't know, go through to show that that's true postage. So always on the outside. The other thing that I do is I have a little stack of flat gifts. And so for my best customers or my previous hostesses, gift club members, I will put a little prize in there. Just a little thank you note to say, thank you for being one of my favorite customers last season. I hope you'll think of me to serve you this season, or whatever it is that I write, or thank you for joining my gift club. Here's your first gift for being in the club this year. So these are probably about $1. So I figure that's a nice investment to give to a nice customer who really supported me, or a nice hostess, or just someone that's really supported me in my business. Even someone who likes everything on my Facebook group, that is important to me. So I have sent a gift to someone, say thank you for being so supportive and encouraging on my Facebook group. You always make it fun to play the games, and I really appreciate that a lot, because that actually, even if she didn't order a lot, it helps the view rate go up, and it might encourage someone else to order, or might actually help someone else see what I posted. So that is important to me. All right, you guys. Well, that's pretty much it. Basically, make sure that you have your name and information on your catalogs, and make sure that you have a way to keep track of who has received your catalog, when you sent it, and a way to follow up. Towards the end of the catalog season, if I haven't gotten an order or a hostess or a new consultant off of sending out a catalog to someone, I will say, like in July, say, hey Tammy, the catalog that I sent you is about to expire. I just wanted to see if there was anything in there that you had fallen in love with, if we can get it for you this season. So just one more reason to keep track of who has your catalog and when, and keep following up with them. All right, well, I hope you have a great spring summer catalog season, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.